Hey everyone, welcome back to Krastorio 2. Last time, I believe we have started using our newly designed train cells and have constructed our first basic train refueling station, and we either finished some basic train depot or we were supposed to finish it at the beginning of this stream. So I think this might be the first thing to do before we continue with anything else. Other than that, looks like we might be quite busy today because we definitely should finally start working on our defenses in the north. Not to mention, it would be pretty good to clear out some of these nests in the east so we have more room to expand. Other than that, we of course have an ever-growing list of tasks that all require someone to do, and that someone, of course, is going to be me. I should probably do the assembler assembly at some point, because I have been postponing it for God knows how long. At least 3 streams already. So, yeah. Uh, Before we do anything, I wanted to mention a couple of mod changes that I've made. I have finally uninstalled the recipe book mod, given the fact that we have the Factoriopedia available and most of the time I am using it instead, the recipe book was kinda redundant. So, well, I finally said goodbye to it. Other than that, I have finally, as you may be able to see, installed the vehicle snap mod, because while there is some vehicle snapping in the base game Factorio now, it still requires quite a big precision. So yeah, I brought back one of my favorite mods. So now driving the car, tank, yeah, the car and the tank should be much more convenient. Other than that, I have remembered this time to, I have remembered about changing the even distribution light mod to the classic even distribution, but I have actually decided against doing that for two reasons. First one is that when I went to the mod portal, I've noticed that there are some issues with the old even distribution and Krastorio, and since I didn't really have the time to test if those issues will affect this playthrough, I decided not to experiment and just go with the light version of the mod. And the second bit is, well, the only reason I wanted to switch to the other mod was that this version doesn't give you the turret ammo limiting, and that is basically only needed for as long as I'm gonna be doing the turret creep when dealing with enemy nests. And given that I have already researched the tank, I think that's not gonna last that much longer. So yeah, if we have to use it today, this will probably be the last few times. Other than that, I think that the even distribution light mod will be the version that will be quite usable. So, yeah, that's about it in regards to the mod changes. Other than that, I think there was a Factorio update in the meantime, but I don't remember seeing any relevant info in the changelog, so yeah, we'll just go on with it. Oh, and speaking of dealing with enemies and the tank, I think it would be pretty good to build that tank today and test it as well. So, did we add this as a task already? No, we did not. So, construct a tank. Well, let's make a tank. And I think the tank will be quite good to quickly deal with enemy nests. I might supplement it with some defender capsules, maybe distractor capsules, we'll see. Although I think today I'm gonna be crafting those manually because I am not yet certain if I am going to be needing them in the long run. So, what do we need here? I think it would be nice if we actually use the ghost counter mod for that. So, almost 1,000 of rails, train stops, rain signals, and chain. Don't I have some here? Nope, I must have used them already, and since I have noticed that I have some biomass left over in here, let us deliver it to the strategically placed biomass chest over here. Also, I think might be nice to add a roboport so that chest is actually in range for our logistic bots to deliver this automatically if needed. Okay, that should be fine. And let's go grab those rails. I mean, I could request them via bots, but I think it will be quicker for now if I grab those things myself. We've got 1.4k here, so I guess we could grab as much as we can fit in our inventory. 18 of these, we can only fit 10, so let's put the other 10 in the car. Maybe along with some more, so we have room for our... Oh, never mind, we have enough rail signals on us. So, let's just go and finish constructing the depot. Other than that, I think we will need to do some mining improvements as per our first task on the list. You can definitely see that I am rather starved for steel, so it is also possible that I will try and create a smelter block, at least for steel, today. Although, if I'm gonna work on a steel one, I think I will also work on a common design for iron and copper as well. But we'll see. Ooh, another thing that I thought about doing was building a construction train. Because since I am not building a giant roboport network, and I haven't put roboports in my blocks, in my cells, I think it would be a nice idea to have a train with some roboports. Just enough roboports to reach, let's say, to the middle of the cell, so the train can drive around and construct everything as needed. And I thought that I might supplement it with a temporarily placed roboport, or a few, which would read... I wanted to say which would read the required items for construction, but I don't think the roboports actually return... They don't return the ghost requests, do they? I would need a mod for that, and I am not using any of the kind. Oh well. And I guess that idea might be not usable for us, at least for the time being. Well, either way, the construction train will be usable. So that is something we will try and work towards today. I think it will speed up building stuff like this. Did I run out already? Yes, I did. Do you have any more rails? Yes, you do. Great. And we are missing 4 train stops somewhere at the top. Yep, there they are. And that is our depot fully constructed. The question is, do I want to place a radar somewhere around here? I think I might want to. I don't want to place it too far south so it doesn't generate too many chunks, but I think placing it here should be alright. Oh, also, this is not connected to our power network, so let's manually place some big power poles. And there you have it. Now we have full visibility on our train depot. Right. Do I remember correctly that I actually made at least one train that uses the fuel station and the depot? I mean, I won't be able to see them here, because I think they use those as interrupts. Oh no, the depot isn't using interrupts, so that is fine. Ooh, that is another thing that we might want to work at some point. That is a bigger ammo factory. Because this is just ridiculously small amount. And especially if we're gonna build the northern wall today, it would be good to have a bigger ammo factory. So the question is, do we handle that immediately? Technically, I think we have enough resources to... I mean, the steel is kind of worrying. What are you low on? You are low on... Oh, you're low on coke, not on iron. Interesting. I thought I calculated it to use proper amounts, so that shouldn't be going so low, but I guess I might have done something wrong. You know what? I will not be fixing it much right now. Instead, I will just replace these two steel smelters with electric ones, and I will add another one just to increase our production at least a little bit. Let's replace you with some better ammo. I don't think this area is in danger of being attacked, but still. Yeah, doesn't look like there's much chance of biters getting through to this location, but still, until we have a full wall of our base, I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. Alright, let's remove those. We won't need those either. This is all powered, so we don't have to keep these old power poles either, so let's just place our electric furnaces here. We can do something like that without going for any sort of fancy balancing. This balancer should be quite enough for that. Although I'm wondering if I might split it to use both of these lines, but I guess we will see about that later, if that is really necessary. For now, let's just deal with that. Do I have 1, 2, 3? Yes, I do have 1, 2, 3 splitter, so let us use this design. 1, 2, and 3, and you will input here. Ooh, also. Alright, it would work better if I actually set the recipe. And let's put all the stuff that we have in our inventory in there. I might also drop the coal somewhere around here, since I don't really need it on me. This looks like the best place to drop it, so let's do something akin to this. Coal here. Let's put a bulk inserter here. And also let's prioritize input to this chest. Let's leave ourselves maybe 2 stacks just in case we need them. Yeah, and that should be about that. Anything else that we should worry about here? I mean, the steel looks to be producing constantly now. So I'm gonna go and consider this temporarily solved. So I think we could work on our bigger ammo supply. The only question is, do we build it somewhere around here as a temporary janky build, or do we try to design something better this time? I think we can go still for a temporary design, given that I am gonna have to rework all of this area later either way. So yeah, let's just look into the factory planner and let's see if we can do at least some balancing. Let's go for 60 a minute and we'll see how many that takes. That takes 2.67 machines. I want to target something like 4. How many would that produce? 90. Alright. That sounds like a good amount. Perfect. Exactly 4 assemblers for that. And exactly 2 for the standard rifle magazine, which sounds pretty good. Right. So, since we're gonna have to rebuild it later, I think I'm gonna leave the old build working. Science. Do we have anything to science right now? I think we will need to actually get the utility and production tech cards soon. But for now, I guess I could research the efficiency module too, just so we can have it for the power armor 2 later on. The incentive capacity, I mean, sure, why not? The portable fission, yeah, let's get it out of the way. Who knows, maybe we will use... Oh, it consumes fuel. Well, in that case, I think we will not be using that. I am happy enough with my Tesla coil. Explosive rocketry, sure, I don't think we're gonna use it, but we might get it out of the way as well. And sure, train braking force, why not? Alright, so we need 4 assemblers. Oh, right, we should probably grab some transport belts and some splitters. Undergrounds we have plenty. Alright, so let us build our temporary junkie build. And I have to craft some assemblers, because of course I do. I promise at some point I will definitely automate those. Although I was wondering if I could delay it long enough to get the assemblers 3. Although the question here is if there is any point of delaying until assemblers 3. Since then, there will be one more tier left anyway. Yeah, I think I will just build the Assembler 2 factory today. If I'm gonna go for the advanced Krastorio assemblers, then I will have to rebuild everything either way, so yeah. Is that enough room? I think I might have left a little bit less than needed. If we do something like that, and then split balance them together. I mean, I guess I could squish it in here, but I'm not really fan of squishing builds. So let us do it. Yes, let's do it. Let's do this semi-properly at least. There we go, and those need steel plates and rifle magazines. The rifle magazines will use 2 assemblers. So I think over here we don't have to worry about equal splits. So let's just do something like this. Here we will craft those and might as well add a storage chest. Storage chest that is going to output old rifle ammo. Oh, the question is... Oh, you know what? There are no questions. We can switch this to the near lane, and we will deliver steel to the far lane. That should be working quite fine. That won't be in range, so let's do 2. Okay. This one and this one. You should also output to the near lane. And now here we need to deliver coal, iron plate, and copper plate. So, since we need 3 ingredients, I think we will actually use this split. Should be fine, I think. Let's look at the amounts. The coal needs twice as much, so I think we can put coal alone on one belt. Let's do it like that. God damn it. So many misclicks. And it's barely the beginning of the stream. Alright. We do it like that. And there is our coal being delivered. And we put the iron plates and coal plates? Copper plates. Iron plates and copper plates on the other one. So, we should probably do something like this. Maybe one tile further south, just so we can do this. Right. You will be delivering our copper, and you will be delivering our iron. Alright. Let's stop this temporarily. Let's actually move it to the side, because this isn't the perfect thing to leave. Alright, and that should be our basic ammo being made, so let us now add some steel plates to it and make it armor piercing. Ooh, is that in range? No, it is not, so we have to do something like that. I am not a fan of it, but what can you do? Split, split, and that's it. Let's watch it go operational, and we'll see if we need to fix anything. Oh, right. Since we have the old ammo input here, we can put it in the chest. And there you have it. We have increased our armor-piercing rifle magazine production. For now, it's gonna be limited by the steel plate delivery, but still, this is way more than we had. Alright. We might also keep an eye out on this train, because I'm not sure if it's ready to be operated fully automatically. Yeah, we'll see about that later. For now, did I have improved ammo production as a task? Doesn't look like that. Alright, so let's go to the end of our bus and we will design our assembler production. And once we have that, I think we will work on the smelting cells. There is also one matter that I have to consider, and that is how we are gonna handle our train requests and deliveries. Up until now, I was a fan of having as many trains as possible, so basically each train had its own schedule, picking up from specific station or station type and delivering to specific station or station type. And I was wondering if maybe this time I could try and do something a little bit more generalized with having a general solid and liquid cargo trains that act based on request from the stations. So yeah, I think we might start to figure that out today as well. But for now, let us focus on one thing at a time. Ooh, and speaking of one thing at a time, if I'm gonna build the assembly here, I should probably clear out those neighboring nests. And for that, I am going to definitely need more ammo than I have on me. I hope I didn't remove the storage chest, because that would be problematic. Now, where was the ammo? It was at the very beginning of the bus, wasn't it? Yes, right at the very beginning. It is. We are only storing 1000, but I guess that is fine. I mean, we could always increase the amount. Alright, and I think we have enough turrets on us. Yes, 59 will be more than enough. I have some repair packs as well. I have some grenades as well. Yeah, I guess we are ready to do some nest clearing. I mean, I could build a tank already, but I think it will be better to go with the tank once we have some ammo for it. Though now that I mention it... Tank. I mean, it is using the machine gun, so I guess I could technically use just the rifle magazines, not use the main cannon at all. Nah, let's not do it just yet. I wanna use the tank properly. So I will have to build that tank with some nice energy shields and stuff. Yeah, we will deal with that at a later point. For now, let's do it the old-fashioned way. Maybe not one last time, but one of the final times in this playthrough. Okay, so anti-material rifle to the big worm, please. Ah, that nest is in an annoying location. There we go. Where are you guys going? Really? You considered this to be the quickest route? You couldn't go from the top? Oh, that's awkward. Huh. Hey, Annie. Ah, hope you have a nice day as well. Yeah, I am doing pretty good so far. Other than having to deal with some infestation over here, everything seems to be going quite alright. Let us move this line a little bit closer, so it can deal with all these leftover nests. Yep, and that's this base cleared. we can move on to the next one. And I think... yeah, those I think we can leave for now. If we clear this one, we will have enough room to expand our production for now. Let's just clear this area and collect all the biomass that is left from these nests. There we go. Alright, moving on. We might actually want to clear a path through this forest, because I definitely don't want to crash into some trees. Alright. Ooh, this one has a little bit more in the worm defenses, but I think we can handle it with no issues. Just put some more ammo here and take care of them from a distance. Nice. Let's leave this one line behind and we will move to clear the rest. Well, let's not walk into the acid puddles because, as we have proven a stream or two ago, that is not healthy. Yeah. Sadly, I didn't have a skull as a memento of this occasion, but if that were to happen again, I now have the mod. Alright, 2 more left, and we can move to here. Well, and we got a little bit too close, I think, but no issues there. We have our robots to repair the turrets. Let's move our car so it is secure by the turrets. There we go. All clear. Let's use our robots to recover the turrets. Clear out this area. And we can go and start building our assembly. Finally, after all these years. Yeah, I definitely should have done that a while ago. But oh well, better late than never, I guess. We have our cliff explosives, so we can make a path over here. Right. Let's place a couple of turrets just in case. And then we will go into the sandbox mode and try and design some sort of factory. Right, shall we? Let's go into the factory planner. Assembling machine 2. Now the question is how many of them we will need. Let's just add all the ingredients and then we will see if we can find an amount that is good enough. And these will be coming from the bus, so I think we can leave it as it is right now. Right, let's edit the amount to maybe 15.67. Huh. Oh, those amounts are rather weird. Huh. Don't tell me it's 22. No, it's not. Oh well, I guess it's balanced for other assembling machines, so we will not get perfect ratios here. Let's just deal with what we have. That will require one of these and one of these, which is fine by me. 3.4. What if we split this one to have a separate iron gear assembly for that? 1.2 and 2.2. 2.4 and 0.9. Well, that isn't much better. What do I do here? I mean, if I have them as one assembly, I will still need 4 of those. 3.4, 2.4. I mean, I guess I could split it into 3 and 1, since this assembler will take a whole one of these for itself. 1.2. Hold on. Show me how much will that be in belts. 0.3 altogether. In that case, I don't think we should worry about splitting them. We can do a single assembly of 4 iron gear wheel assemblers. And we will just belt split it between these 3. So, let's begin. This will require 2 ingredients from the bus and 2 ingredients from here. So, first, the stuff from the bus will be coming over here, the steel plate and the electronic circuit, and nothing else will be using it, so we can just deliver it to here. Ooh, let's do something like that for the time being. Let's add the display panels so we remember what we have to connect to these endpoints and give them some icons, and that should be fine. Then we will add the assembling machine 1. Although, do I want to add... Do I want to add an... I was wondering if I should add a buffer for the assembly ones, but I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna need that many. Yeah, let's just do that, and here we will leave 1 tile of free space, so we can add a chest for the assembler ones that are brought back from upgrades. And we will make it so this inserter only inserts if this chest is fully empty. That way we will prioritize using the old assemblers instead of crafting some new ones. Right, and you will need automation core and iron beam, and then on the side we have to build the iron gear assembly. So, one of these. You will need copper plate, iron gear, and iron stick. Oh dear. I think this might be getting a little bit too tight, so I think I will actually move it to here. Yeah, that should be quite enough. That way we can add the copper plate to here, since nothing else is going to use it. Thank you. Copper plate over here. Now iron stick. Nothing else uses the iron stick either, so we can place it here. Those we actually should move. Oops, not like that. Move further south to give us some more room over here. And we also need 4 iron beams. Alright, That is a bit much. Now, how are we going to fit them in the... If we do something like this, same thing we did with the ammo assembly. Like this. I guess we could place it over here. Ooh, but then we don't really have room over there, so I think I might actually just want to move them to here. Speaking of belts, how much iron do we need? 0.5 of a full belt. That is quite alright. I think we can manage that. The question will be if we should deliver all the iron plates via one belt, or should we deliver it with two? Like one belt here and one belt here, and maybe one belt for the iron gear wheel crafters. That is indeed a good question. For now, let's just add those that we need in the moment. At the moment, I guess. More room here. Alright, now, what is our next step? I think our next step will be to add the iron gear wheel assembly. Because we definitely will need a lot of those. So, let us handle that first. We need 4 of those, so I guess we could just copy this design and switch the recipe to iron gear wheels. And now, the iron gear wheels will be needed here, here, and here. So we will use 1, 2, 3 splitter placed somewhere around here. You will get one, and you will get one, and also you might get one if you're good. No, let's actually put it one tile further to the north, so we have 2 tile spacing over here. And that should be fine. Alright, now the iron question. You know what? I think I will actually use several lines, because I definitely don't want to starve the back assemblers in case we are low. Yeah, something like that. Should be fine. Alright, let us add the logistic output for the assemblers too. 200 sounds like a pretty decent amount. And now power. This doesn't power that. If I placed it here, perfect, it can power everything we need. So let us add the infinite machines, and we will see how this thing handles itself in a sort of real environment. And by that I mean just the production. Alright, iron plate here, here, and here. Copper plate. Oh, right, we can just queue them from here. We don't have to open that window manually. And is that it, or have I forgotten something already? Iron gear wheels are being delivered. Automation cores are being made. How many do you need? Oh, hold on. You don't need iron beams. You need iron beams. Now that is a mistake that we have to rectify. Mm. To that end, I think we might want to do this. Move this one a little bit. Yes. A little bit more to the south. And since this has a little bit room, we will do something like this. Those iron gear wheels will be delivered here, and you guys can go to here. Now, assembler 1s are being made, and assembler 2s are being made as well. Perfect. Looks like after some minor pains, our design is starting to work. So, clear those, clear that, blueprint this. This is our assembling machine 2. Cool. Clear this out, and we can paste this design. How much space do we want to leave? I mean, technically it's at the right distance, but I think I might want to give it a little bit more space. 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe? Yeah, 4 sounds like enough. So we will do that. The forest is in range, so the robots should be able to clear it out. Let's actually get rid of some more of it, though. We might want to increase our construction robots amount, but I think for now that should be fine. Alright, let us work on connecting the pieces before the robots finish everything for us. You will be getting this. This one is for you. This is the copper, which we will have to underground over the iron, and the iron itself will be split here and here, and also somewhere around there, but we will actually wait for the robots to clear out the area before we place the belts. Yeah, they sure are taking their time, aren't they? I guess they went to grab the belts first. In the meantime, I guess we could craft some assemblers so that we actually can build our assembler assembly. It would be rather silly if we didn't have all the machines to do that. We need 5 more, so... You know what? Since this is already constructed, I will actually drop them in here. Ah, and there you have it. We can now place this and this. I guess we could also expand this line, because why the hell not? We will definitely need those resources for other things later. For now, we are quite alright. Let us just wait until everything is dealt with. 280 bots. Man, you guys are busy. Where are we making the robots? Here. Yeah, let's give you 500. That should be dealt with sooner rather than later. Did we... Oh, we didn't order the cliff deconstruction here. I guess we could also make a decon planner for cliffs. Cliff. There we are. And I think I actually might want to start organizing this a bit, so we will call this blueprint book our deconstructors. Oh, and probably could give it a nice icon as well. Where is the planner icon though? There we are. Nice. Let's leave those here. Those we can put over to the side. This one can join them. And this one we can actually move a little bit lower, because why not? Much better. Alright, so that should be our bots finishing up the job now. I hope. We are just waiting for the final elements of the iron belt. And once that is done, we will be making automated assemblers. So, come on bots, you can do it. I believe in you. Oh, let's remove those, since we have connected these lines. And we will be left with these two. Belt, 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 belt. Where are the splitter guys? There you are. At least one of you. And it's the further one, of course. Why would it build in any logical order? There's the other guy. Come on. Come on, little one. You can do it, little Roomba. Oh. Technically, you're not a Roomba, since you're not dealing with removing forests right now. But I guess we will use it in that manner at some point, for certain. So, there goes the iron. Iron beams are being made. Iron gear wheels are being made as well. Our automation course should kickstart anytime now. There they go. Assembler 1s are being produced. Assembler 2s are being produced. Nice. We can mark another task as complete. Oh, and since I have noticed it, and this will be a pretty simple thing to do, I think we can add a landfill factory over here. Now in Krastorio 2, if I remember correctly, you can also make landfill with sand, which takes only 50 sand instead of 50 stone. So I think we might want to do just that. Let's just check if one crusher will be enough for our sand needs to craft the landfill. Let's switch back to the items, and I think this is 90 per minute with just one. Yes, perfect. So, crushers, how many do we need? 10? Oh, no, we will definitely not be making that much. I think we might want to limit ourselves to just 2, so that will be 18 per minute. Yeah, that looks about right. And in belts, that still will require 0.4 of a yellow belt. So yeah, that is a big amount indeed. Let's fit 2 of these over here. Make landfill out of sand. Oh, I wanted to leave this space to be traversable, but I guess we can make some room on the other side. This will be fine. Alright, so let's add the logistic output here. Mark it as landfill, and we will set it to, oh, I don't know, 2000 should be enough? Yeah, 2000 should be enough. Yep, that is quite fine. Let's expand these further to the east and over here. Ooh. Yeah, I definitely want to move those north. Because this will not be a good thing to have. Let's move them further here. Let's actually make this our bottom line. Yeah, that should be fine, I think. Ooh, and here we actually might want to use the bulk inserters instead. And likewise, bulk inserters over here. Or even, I am thinking of adding some buffers for the stone over here. Let's not overdo it too much, but this amount should be quite fine, I think. If we need more, we can always increase it later on. Let's split off the sand in the proper place. Connect the undergrounds. Oh, and we should probably craft the crushers because we are not making them automatically. I'm not sure if we are going to be making them automatically at any point, but we are definitely not making them automatically yet. Oh, also, you need a roboport in range. Is this in range? Just about. Alright, but that is quite fine. Huh. Let's enable our bots to build those crushers. I mean, we could grab a few of these, I guess, to make this faster. Oh, right, you don't have any power, so we should probably put a substation here. There we go. Also, connecting this will probably work better, don't you think? Yeah, connecting your inputs always helps with all the crafting. Ooh, also, the water. Water is first line we have, so let's copy this stuff. We didn't place pipes there. I guess we can fix that mistake now. And that should be fine. Water will come through this junction. I might have put some buffer for the sand, but I think the crusher has enough of a buffer on its own. We don't have to make any chests for it. I mean, a full stack, that is quite enough. Technically, it's just 4 items of landfill, but 8 from these two should be fine. Come on, connect my water, please. Robots, would you try and be a little bit quicker, please? Because if you don't do this quickly, I will go there and build it myself. In the meantime, I can definitely go and get rid of those display panels to get rid of those annoying notifications. There we go. And here comes our water connection. Water, water, water. and water. Water is being delivered to the landfill, and landfill is being slowly made. So, to-do list, automate landfill, complete. Next step. Next step might actually be... Next step might actually be steel smelter. Looking at the amount of steel we have, it would definitely be better. Oh, hold on. My steel is once again not being fully produced, but this time it is because our coal production is... how should I put it? Almost non-existent. For now, I will just add some miners to this slowly disappearing patch. Not, I don't want to move this turret. Let's just do that. Because I am lazy. There you go. Oh, we are not producing the minus... I mean... If we are to automate the miner production, I guess we could automate it with the miner Mark II, I guess so. Is there a Mark III later on? There is, but it will require immersite, so that is... I'm gonna say quite a long way away in the future, so we might as well go for the Mark IIs. Now the question is, how do we connect the rare metals since we don't have them on our protobus? We might want to have at least half a belt of them on the main bus once we build it. Oh. You know what? I think we could theoretically connect them here behind the military science pack production, since nothing before that will require rare metals. Yeah, it won't look too great, but who cares? It's gonna work. Right, in that case... I have mined some at the very least, I think. So if we have some in the storage, we could at least kickstart the electric mining machine Mark II production once we have it. So I think that I will actually begin with automating the production of those. So, more turrets for defensive purposes in case they are needed. And back to the blueprint sandbox we go. Factory planner. Add new item. Electric mining drill Mark II. 0.11. So is that gonna be 8? Or is that gonna be 9? It's gonna be 9. Yep. And this will use only 0.4. Yeah. Let's leave it with using just the rare metals, because we will probably also have to make the enrichment for rare metals at some point. Which also reminds me that I will probably have to make the enrichment plans for iron and copper too. Yep, I think I might want to do that in blocks. But for now, I think I will not worry about that and just build everything as simple as possible. So, You know what? Now that I think about it, I think we can actually copy our assembler Mark II design, and instead we will switch this to the electric mining drill Mark 1 because it uses the same basic recipe, and this thing will only use different ingredients over here. So all that we will have to add is the steel gear wheel production, which I think is quite alright with me. Okay, let's just check if the amounts are kinda alright. This one and this one. Ooh, I guess we could reduce the amounts of assemblers for iron gear wheels and the iron beams to just one. So I think we might wanna do that. That will definitely simplify the build. Delete these, move this one here, and put this here. There you go, and there you go. And the same will happen over here. So let's get rid of all of you because you are no longer required for my construction. And I guess we could now make this build a little bit more compact. You know what? I think that actually doing this might be the smarter choice here. Can we fit it even tighter? I think we might be able to do that. We definitely can do one more here. I guess we should be able to do it over here like that. These guys, I think, will be able to share a common line since we don't need as much as we did before. And if we move this guy over here, I don't think we can squeeze it any tighter than that, but this should be pretty good enough, I think. Maybe. As for power, I thought there would be a good place here that would allow us to power everything with a single substation, but apparently not. Oh well. 2 ain't bad either. Now, do we actually want to do something like that? Because I think that might be beneficial to do here as well, and we will definitely not need as many iron plates as we did before. Yep, I think that will work quite alright with us. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's just check it. Alright, forgot that we need to do this part as well. Rare metals on one side. The other will need some crafters, some assemblers for the steel gear wheel. Fortunately, just one will be enough. So, to that end, I think we might want to actually do something like that. That will certainly simplify the build, and we will not have to worry about setting everything equally. Alright, you will receive steel plates. So, let's connect the infinity thingies and we will see if that works or if I have once again forgotten something very basic. Infinity chests. You will get the iron plate, you will get the copper plate, you will get the rare metals, if I could find them. There you are. And you will get the steel plates. Let's see how that works out. We are making the automation cores, we are making Mark 1s, and we are making Mark 2s as well. Let's just switch this to use the electric mining drill, this to use the electric mining drill Mark 2, and this as well. There we go. This should be quite fine. At least for the foreseeable future. At some point we will have to upgrade it to the Mark 3s, but yep, that is pretty far away for us right now. So, this, and this electric mining drill Mark 2. Oh, and our research is once again complete. Do we have anything left? I guess we could do a couple of levels. Well, 3 levels? Yeah, 3 levels of follower robot count. Other than that, we will definitely need another science pack, so this will be where our research ends for the time being. Let us place it some distance away. Alright. Let's expand this further to the east. Yeah, we will not worry about that coal patch. You will get some steel connected to here. You will require some of the rare metals, which we will put over here. So that is going to be an interesting addition, I guess. Like that. You need copper plates from here. Splitter. And iron will come here. Another splitter, thank you. Oh, we should probably make sure that we have our power connected. There we go. This is connected, so we don't have to worry about it. This is connected, so we don't have to worry about it. This as well. And this we will leave for as long as we don't have rare metals available on our protobus. Although we might also want to put a chest for some manually delivered ones, because I think we have some stored over there in the northern mine. Let's go and check it out, and worst case scenario we will mine some and we will place a sentinel so that we have visibility for that area in the future, because not seeing if we have the resource or not is kinda annoying. Let's not grenade ourselves while we clear out the path. Not again. Huh. God damn it, tree. Alright. Where was that mine? It was... It was to the west from here. Alright. So let's check if we remembered to put some sort of chest on the output. Because I'm fairly sure I have delivered some chlorine. Yes, I have. But that was a very small amount, and we only have 3 stacks of the ore. Oh well, I guess it is better than nothing. We will put some temporary smelters right by the mining machine assembler. Oh, I've left some bots behind. And yeah, we will use them to make at least a few mining machines Mark II. But we will have to start thinking about having a smelter block soon. And by soon I mean probably during this stream. I am wondering if I should immediately go for the enrichment as well, because if I do, that will surely take a long time to design all of that. So I think I might actually start with just the basic smelting first. I do have enrichment unlocked, right? Yes, I do. Let's just use 4. Put that here and split that equally. Alright. Other than that, everything is being made. All that's left to do is probably upgrade those. Oh, also, should probably put some substations so you have power. Let's upgrade those so they are made first. How many do we need for one? 4. So that should be quite enough for a few. And robots will deal with the construction. You know what? Actually, we can remove this as well, since we have connected it to the line. All we will have to do is build a train line that delivers them from the smelter block, because I don't think I will build any sort of smelter array outside of the cells. If I want to switch to the cells, it is better to not make any more temporary builds that are strictly necessary. Alright. So what should be our next step? I think I might want to actually start mining out this patch, because I sure thought last stream that improving our coal mining will be a priority. And given how low our steel production is due to the lack of coke, I am inclined to agree with my past self. So, once we have, I don't know, maybe 16 miners, we will go to the new coal patch. We will set up at least a temporary mine. Hold on, let me first check if this is aligned to the train grid, because I remember those temporary tracks having... yeah, see? They are not aligned. So I think we will have to build a second line here. I'm not sure if I wanna spend the time to fix this, so I think I will just connect a new one to that. I mean, at some point I will tear it all down once everything is aligned to the grid, although I think the grid will concentrate on the southern... Huh. Now that is stupid of me. Here we have a pretty substantial coal patch, so I think we might actually want to go for this one. Yeah, and I think I can... I could build the northern part of this block and just build a station over there, and that way it will easily connect to here. So all that will be required of me is to figure out a decent unloading station somewhere around these parts, I guess. Right, so what are we waiting on? Rare metals, of course. You know what? Let's just grab what we already have and go and start designing our soon-to-be new coal mine. Where are we going? West. Hold on. Let us clear this area. Alright. Here we are. Oh, right. And while I still remember, I might want to go to the sandbox and probably fix these to be aligned with the main absolute grid. So let us place one of the blocks somewhere for reference. Then we go for this thing. It is aligned to a single chunk only. You know what? I think I will actually leave them as they are, and instead I will copy those and make absolute grid aligned blueprints. Ah, damn scroll wheel. Yeah, absolute grid aligned blueprints for future use. So let's copy this. Let's go here and let's name it properly. So this thing will be signals. Let's leave the vertical lines and let's call it straight grid aligned. Alright, and let's mark it as snapping to the absolute grid. Let's reduce this by 64, I believe, so that will be 112. I'm not sure if that is correct, but I guess we shall see. Alright, we have to leave it as big as the city block, otherwise it will not match. 128, 128. There we go. Although if I leave it vertically as 128, will it be... Will I be able to rotate it? I guess we shall see. Alright, now all we need to do is align the blueprint itself. Is it something like that? Yeah, that looks about right. Oops. Okay, there we go. And that looks to be aligned. Yep, at least without rotation it is aligned correctly. And if we rotate it, we will have some issues. Can I make this work without using the full blueprint? Absolute 160, 64. If I remove 128 out of this, that leaves us with 32, right? Yes, and that is still aligned. That is nice. Oh, that's why it doesn't work, because I have moved it. Yeah, that's the issue. If I move it to be like that, I think it will be aligned after rotation. Oh, or it will be even more screwed up. You know what? I think I will do it the old-fashioned way and just have separate blueprints for the vertical and the horizontal ones. This is the horizontal straight. I will definitely fix this blueprint at some point to make it work but right now I feel like I don't have the brain cells for that. So let's not spend hours on doing something that isn't that important. We can fix it later. And this will be the vertical one. All right. And in that case, I guess we can actually switch this to be horizontal. And this shall be the vertical one. Snap to grid. That was 128, 128, I believe. 3264. Straight vertical. Or was it vertical straight? Oh, well, we can fix the name later. Grid aligned. Horizontal straight, and here we shall fix it to be vertical straight. There we go. Aligned to the grid as we want it. Do we want to have these single ones as well? I guess we could add them temporarily. What the lack of spaghetti junction is that? Hey, Shadow. Yes, that is exactly that. Oh my god. Shadow, thank you. You have made me realize something that I didn't notice sooner, because I was designing it while I was running on my final brain cells, and I didn't notice that I didn't actually add the turns from the inner lanes, which means I have to fix my intersection. Thank you. Well, you wanted spaghetti, you are going to have it. Alright, and that means we will have to fix our signaling around the center. I mean, that does look spaghetti-ish, doesn't it? If we put signals here and signals here, that is a perfectly cooked pasta. There we go. Oh, right. I know why that is a terrible design. Yeah, they fit there barely. Like in the middle here, they wouldn't. Although, I will not do it this way, because if I do it this way, then I won't be able to fit a power pole in the middle. And that would be rather terrible, given that they fit perfectly at the center. So, I think we will have to spaghettify this in an even worse way. Okay, hold on. Let me first remove these signals, since I already know that they will not work. If I connect it here, how will that look like? Other than terrible. Oh, also, that will be the exact same issue I already had. We have to do this closer to the exit, I think. If I do this... Yeah, I think that should be fine. So let's just copy this. Perfection. Almost all of the signals are already blinking. Yes, I am working on the absolute grid. Unless you're asking if I'm working on a train grid for my entire base, yes, I am also doing that, although switching fully to the grid is still going to take a long time for me. So yeah, for now I'm basically just designing for the future. Okay. So, signals. This is going to be going there. And I think we can just copy and rotate. Is that enough? That is not enough. You assumed the latter already? Ah, well, you never know with me. I always can do something stupid that you don't expect. Okay, I think we need signals here as well. And rotate, rotate, and rotate. And no more blinkies. Yep. Looks like I have fixed it for a very special definition of fixed. Okay, let's add this as a blueprint. My, isn't that beautiful? What have I created? Let's remove these and paste the intersection back. Because I think this will not remove those old signals. Oh, hold on. I could use the superforced and that will work. Alright. Never mind. That was stupid of me. Place this and place this. There we go. Fixed. Ah, hey Andy. How's it going? And all we need to do is fix... Oh my god. Not just the block, but also the blueprints that I have just created. I have to replace these two as well. Oh. Whatever. It's not like I was planning on doing anything useful anytime soon, right? God damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, at least everything is aligned to the absolute grid, which makes the replacement quite quick. Oh, yeah, I'm fine as well, other than running on my final brain cell, apparently. Again. And what better way to use your final brain cell than on designing stupid crap in Factorio? Okay, I am assuming that everything has been fixed. It still looks like it is aligned to the grid. The vertical one as well. Alright, I guess we can clear the sandbox and figure out what I was doing before I switched to blueprint mode. Alright, I was gonna build a coal mine here, and for that I wanted to build part of a cell here so we can connect it somehow. So let's also replace these. I was also supposed to build a construction train, but I guess my construction train will have to wait for later. For now we will be building this, let's say, semi-manually. Come on. Car, move out of the way. Let's clear out this area with our bots, and we will place some of those new electric miners Mark II. Do we have any more of them already? We have 56 more. Yeah, that should be enough, I think. Let us place them on a nice 2 rows, I guess, since they have bigger range than the Mark 1s. And I will have to fit some power in there as well, but I think we can handle one more row. Whoops, one more row over here. Yeah, hopefully the substations will be... I think it's too far. Yeah, sadly it is too far. I was hoping I will not have to make room in the middle here, but sadly I do. Alright. More miners. More better. That is 1, 2, 3 lines. Here we will have a 4th one. And the 5th one I think we can fold into this one. Yeah, whatever. This, this, and that. And this will be in range as well. Cool. Some power lines. Is this aligned to the chunk border? It is. Good. In that case, I guess we can... Why are you not connecting? There we go. And now we have to figure out a way to load that into a train. And after that, we'll have to make some sort of an unloading station. I guess we could use our junky iron ore unloading design for the time being, but we have to find a good place to build it. I think we can remove this old copper mine and do it somewhere around here. But for now I think I have to go and grab some more rails because I have run out already. Oh, don't crash into any more trees. Maybe I should add some sort of exploding trees mod to make myself not crash into them. I mean, that would definitely increase the amount of skulls I hold. Where are the rails being made? There you are. Huh, I almost landed in the right spot. Let's grab all of them. Do we... Yes, we have some more space, so let's grab some more. There we go. God damn it. Seriously, I'm gonna check after the stream if there is some sort of exploding trees mod. If not, I might have to make one. Because who doesn't like to punish themselves in Factorio? Ooh, I didn't bring any signals. Ah, that was silly. Oh, also, I should probably put the tech card. Do I have tech cards here? I do not, so I should add new task. Automate utility. Tech card and automate productivity tech card. Since we have researched everything that we can without them, we should do that sooner rather than later. So let's place our Tesla coil because we should probably recharge our... Oh, right. This isn't connected to the grid yet. Never mind. I guess we can go and finish connecting the train tracks first. Oh. Now that is not a nice connection. And we have disconnected our oil, so we might want to add some power poles here. Oh, and we have run out of power poles as well. This is why I need to have a construction train, so I don't run out of materials midway through the construction. But since we have run out, let us use the ghost counter to see how much stuff we should grab. Where's my car? There it is. Disable the bots. Oh, I don't have pump factory yet, so I think I will need to craft those manually. I mean, I guess I could also make the oil refineries. In the meantime, let me go and grab the signals, because I don't want to wait for my slow bots to deliver them to me. There you are. We need 1, 2, 4. And the standard signals we already have. We could request the electric -2. We have 60 of them. Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. And electric pole. I think I want more than just one. Yeah, I will go and grab more once I'm done with everything here. Alright, we need to craft at least 2 pumps. Let's make 5 just to be sure if we want to increase our throughput somewhere. And we need some refineries, if I could only find them. But apparently I am being blind. Oh, there they are. We need some bricks for that. Do we have bricks smelted anywhere around here? I can vaguely remember that I had... Ah, there you are. Right by the electric furnace factory. Oh, hold on. My poor bots are trying to catch up. And hopefully I will not go outside of the logistics range, because that would be a sad day for them. Alright. Grab this. And we can craft... Really? I thought you were storing a little bit more than that. But apparently not. Alright. We have our 2 oil refineries. No more of these are coming, so we can disable the request. And let's go grab more of the big... No, never mind. Let's go and build what we want to build, and we can grab more big power poles once we have our next project. Let's not just bumble around the base without any purpose. Alright. We shall start with the signals on the right side, I believe. Yeah, that should probably be our first thing to do. Okay. So, you guys are still doing your MC Eternal? Did you manage to rebuild your base after the unfortunate server crash? Oop, let's remove all those trees because they are getting on my nerves. Krastorio. Yeah, of course. I will definitely have to check it out at some point, but yeah, Spectral Cuisine is basically eating all my Minecraft time at the moment. And I think I am somewhere halfway through the mod, so I am on my way to maybe finish it at some point. Yeah, we got set up again, getting better right now, almost got cake automated. Ooh! Gotta love cake. Oh, was it that recipe with the form and stuff that you were showing me yesterday, I think? That was fun. Yeah, because cake shouldn't be a simple thing to make. Yep, giant production. I mean, I gotta say, I do love those giant production lines in Create. Once I figured out how to use all the basics, putting them together in something complicated like that felt, well, satisfying, I guess. How does this intersection do versus deadlocks? That is a very good question. I guess I will see in practice how it handles any deadlocks. I think... You know what? I actually don't know. I think it should work pretty well, because I think that if I set up every loading and unloading station to accept one or two trains, so they all fit in the unloading and loading stations in its block, instead of having them wait around on the main tracks or just before the intersection, I guess then I wouldn't have to deal with any deadlocks. But I think that will be a problem for much later, when I have more than just two simple trains, I guess. Just building the end bit of the crafting, and then it's time to automate the ingredients. Ah. Yep, that is a good way to go. I've had entire city blocks deadlock because something couldn't get out due to something waiting on something waiting on something. Yeah, I have had that happen a couple of times in the past, and since then I think I've learned to set up everything so that trains basically aren't going anywhere until they are sure to get their ingredients and move off of the loadings and unloadings. So yeah, hopefully I won't screw anything up and that won't cause any deadlocks. If the train is dispatched only when it is sure to reach its station and load all that it wants to load and instantly move on to its output, I think it should be fine. At least I remember playing the space exploration mod. I had something like, oh, I don't know how many trains I had, but I had basically 2,000 or more train stations on Novus, and I don't believe I ever had any deadlocks. And I wasn't using any this was using LTN at the time. Yeah, I wasn't using LTN, I wasn't using any sort of requests system. I was just having one train per line, basically, with nothing fancy, and they didn't ever deadlock. It was a simple 2-track circle instead of a 4-track you have. Oh, one thing I did with this 4-track as well, maybe it will be better visible in the sandbox if I paste a few blocks. As you can see, I will be doing unloading by having lines coming out of this inner lane. And over here you can see that you can only get to this outer lane from an outer lane. So all the trains that are delivering to a block will have to enter this outer lane at least one intersection earlier, and all the trains that aren't delivering to this block will be able to bypass it by going through this inner one. And this inner one will be never blocked by trains that deliver to here. So I think that might be also helpful in preventing the deadlocks. Yeah, inner lanes are like highways, the outer lanes are like city streets, exactly. At least that is the idea behind it. I guess we will see in the future how it pans out. Alright, I should probably add my coal loading station. Do I have some sort of design for it? I guess I could copy this since I haven't blueprinted it yet. At some point I might want to make a blueprint and parameterize it, but yeah, for now let's just say I'm too lazy for that. Okay, let us go over to somewhere around here, and we will add Let's leave maybe 2 train gap. Yeah, this should be fine. I kept trying to pack my city blocks into 3x3 chunks, which is a tight fit when you need to load, unload too. Yeah. I usually played with really giant city blocks. Basically, over here, those blocks have 3x3 chunks of the inner part. I used to build with 6x6 or 7x7. I can't really remember which one was it. Yeah, that's 5x5 overall. Yeah. I used to have something like 9x9 if you include the outer tracks. And honestly, that got a little bit ridiculous after a while. And this time I decided to go for something smaller. Yeah, 4x4 for tiling purpose, exactly. Yeah, because you could say that they share one chunk of the rails horizontally and vertically. Yeah, this should be fine. And let us place a... hold on. Do I have... Oh, I do have train stops on me. So, let's quickly rename it to coal loading before any train decides it is a good station to load at. And we will figure this out later. Anyway, I was trying to do it for Pianodon mods, which usually needs 1-2 machines per recipe for a lot of recipes and have thousands of recipes, so I want to keep things small. Oh, yeah. The only time I've played Pianodons, I didn't reach that far. I think I've spent about 50 hours total at it. I think I was just starting to make some basic plastics or something. And then I decided that I didn't really have all the time in the world to finish that run. And that was a long time ago, like half a year after 1.0 released, maybe? I haven't been back to it since. Might look into it at some point, but I definitely don't have either the time or the mental capacity for it right now. At some point, Pyanodons might be a fun challenge to do, at least for a while. I'm not sure if I would ever finish it. But yeah. Not at the moment. Did you finish the Pyanodons run? Or how far did you go? How far did you reach? Alright, that should be that should be connected, assuming I have enough belts on me, and I do not. Come on, car. We have stuff to gather at the base. I could theoretically make this car a construction car, since they have grids in Krastorio. Nah, I think I will wait for my construction train. Belts should be somewhere at the front, I think. Now, where are you? Oh, there we go. Also, we might want to switch the ghost counter to show the new stuff. What do we need? We need bulk inserters, so let's order those. Steel chests, I think we are making them as well. The combinators we are not, so we have to craft those manually. And the decider as well. And display panels. Oh, and we ran out of space. You know what? I think I wanted to say I will drop some of that stuff at the front of the bus, but I will actually wait with that. I will first get the stuff from my bots. Then I will finish this build, because I don't want to stop right in the middle again, because I will forget about it. Come on, bots. Deliver those chests for me. Just one? Ah, there's the other one. Let us meet somewhere in the middle. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. Alright. So let us finish this thing. Oh, also connecting this to the power grid might be... Guess what I didn't get from the base? Big power poles. There we go. Alright. Do we have any more of these? I don't think so. But either way, that should settle our coal needs for the foreseeable future, since it has 4 million coal. This poor old patch is almost done. Oh, I can also remove these two. Do I have robots in range? No, I do not. So let us expand our network towards this area. Whoops, I have done a bad thing. Alright, that should be fine. I will have to get rid of those power poles as well at some point, but yeah, they will have to wait. I will just expand my Robopod network so I can get rid of all these old mines over here. Alright. So, since we have the coal production, and we are storing them quite nicely already. 16k, do they stack to 200? Yeah. Oh, if they stack to 200, we should probably switch this to 32k. Unless I wanna run half full trains for now. Did I set this train? Oh, where is it? Did I set this train to be? Yeah, of course I didn't build a radar over there, so I cannot see if the wagon is filter blocked or not. God damn it. Oh, but since I am going in that general direction, I can grab those big power poles that I forgot earlier. See? It's not all bad forgetting about some stuff. Let's grab a single stack. That should be enough for now. No, we will have to remove that junky copper line at some point as well, but... well, for now it serves its purpose, I guess. No, I didn't filter blocked it. Huh. So why did I set this to 16k? 2000 for... oh right, I'm an idiot. I'm used to 32k because I'm used to 1-4 trains. I'm running 1-2 trains in this run. Yep, that will be the reason why. I've played with 1-4s so much that all the numbers are basically imprinted in my brain. And apparently I am running on autopilot, even though I shouldn't do that in this run. Yeah, don't ask what this temporary janky line is. I don't know either. Alright, let us place a sentinel over here. because it would be nice to have some visibility. And did I switch this to 16? Of course I did not. There you have it. And you already have 9.5k stored, which is nice. We can get to building our unloading station. Ah, God damn it, scroll wheel. I really need a new mouse. Alright, I think that temporarily we probably could get rid of this temporary fuel station, since we have our better refueling outpost over here. And in its stead we could build the coal unloading station. That way we wouldn't have to rebuild this area too much. Yeah, I think that will be the quickest way to go. It won't be the best way to go, but at least it will let me get some coal back in the base and focus on actually progressing instead of just fixing cosmetic stuff, so to speak. God damn it. Right. Is any train using that? No, I think I've had it on an interrupt. And did that train use that? Yes, indeed. So instead, let's give it the interrupt for the other type of fuel. Oh, and I probably have to... I probably have to replace the fuel manually, because otherwise it might get stuck and not try to go and refuel. So let me just grab, let's say, a stack from here. And I will have to throw all these chests into the boilers, so we get at least some power out of them. They will definitely not go to waste. Oh, speaking of power, how is my power doing right now? Oh. You could say that it is barely holding on at times. Yeah, we might want to expand this a bit soon. For now though, let me fix the things I remember that I need to fix. And of course, right now the train left the station. Fine. At least loading the iron will take it a little bit time. Ooh. Speaking of replacing the fuel, is this actually connected to the main grid? It is not. Which would make it a little bit difficult. So, for now, I will leave that train running on the chests that it has in its fuel storage. That should last for a while. In the meantime, I will build this coal unloading station over here. And once that is done, I will connect this janky line to this janky line, because of course this isn't aligned to the grid either. Alright. Let's remove this. Do we have enough room? I guess so. Also, I might copy the unloading station design as well, because there really is no point in designing anything new here. And I have added a 3 splitter over here because I want to also use up this ore vein, but I think that the coal unloading station will not need that, so let us just use these. There we go. I promise at some point I will make general parameterized train stations blueprints, but that definitely isn't today. Well, I say that definitely isn't today. That definitely isn't at this moment. Who knows? Maybe I will get some inspiration later. Do we want this on this side or... Yeah, I think we might actually want to put it here. And let's actually put it on a split line, because I don't know if the iron train will be using this to turn around, but just in case it does, let's not worry about it. Come on, rail planner, you can do it. And signals here, here, and here. And of course I don't have chests or inserters on me, but whatever. At least this will be quite quick to fix. For now though... You know what, I think I will just deliver it. Huh, there's more coal over here. Well, in that case, I think we have one more of these, so we can place it here. And just in case, let's place one here, the basic one. Hold on, can we fit two? Yes, we can. And we will deliver the coal from the train via a single belt for now. Once this patch dries out, and I think we will actually make sure that it is used first. Once this patch dries out, then we will add another line coming from the train station. Although by that point I think we might be moving towards the block smelters. Which might happen today, or might happen the next time. We will see. I still haven't really decided whether I was going for the simple smelting or for the enrichment, since I have that unlocked already. So yeah, we will have to think about that later. For now, let's just finish our coal delivery. And we should probably add a coal train for it. Hold on. Before I go and grab the stuff to finish the unloading station, I will actually connect this train track to the main train grid. God damn it. You know what? I think that first I will actually have to go and unload some of the stuff that I am carrying, because I have like 6 or 7 projects worth of stuff on me still. I didn't make a dedicated chest storage here, but I think I have put one for wood somewhere around these parts. Oh, really? I didn't leave some space for a chest here? Oh, in that case, we will have to move this balancer up one tile to the north so we can put a chest storage box over here. Right, that is clear. Can we... Hold on. Let's actually put a temporary chest over here. Clear this. Paste this here. And this we will input priority from this side. And a storage chest that will output with bulk inserters. And since we have the Krastorio drop lane switch, we can... Oh. I don't know why... Huh. That I haven't noticed. Apparently, there is a bug, I'm guessing with Krastorio, that when you switch the drop lane on a ghost of an inserter, it switches all of the ghosts. Interesting. Might have to report it to Raygod. Well, for now we will wait till the robots deliver the bulk inserters, and then I will fix it on the constructed machines. There we go. You go for near, and you go for near. These two should remain as far. And let's place a substation over here, because why the hell not? Alright, you will store the chests. and let us get rid of absolutely all of them. Any more over here? Nope. All that we have to get rid of is the wood, is the coal, is the stone, and one iron ore, which I don't have. I don't know how I have in my inventory. Wow, I have fumbled that sentence. Something mighty. Do I have a chest for stone anywhere? I don't see any at the start of my protobus. Ah, there's something over here, so I guess we could use that. But before we do that, I think we might want to add this robopod here, so you are in range. God damn it, power poles. Are you trying to be the new trees? Let us actually replace those with the big power poles right now. And of course, you are not in the proper position. Thank you. Why would I build anything neatly at any point? Alright, and one more here, and that should be enough for us to get rid of all of these basic power poles from here. At least I hope. Well, maybe one here to connect to this side would be quite good. Yeah, that looks like it should be fine. Maybe we could also remove all of these already. I think we will get rid of those sentinels as well. And if it turns out we don't have any vision around here, we will be placing a radar somewhere around here either way. Yeah, that should be alright. Okay. So, what was I doing? I was getting rid of all the useless stuff I carry with me. So, where is my wood unloading chests? I think it is somewhere by the coke over here. Is it not? Yes, it is. So, let's reverse to the coke production. Grab all the wood that we have in our inventory and put it in this chest. Now, coal. Coal, I am fairly certain we have a chest for unloading right where the power line begins. Yep, there it is. Get rid of all of that. Stone. Stone, I believe, was somewhere around these parts. Indeed it is. We just have to replace this with some storage chests, and I think we actually might want to leave the two of them because why not? Oh, also the small electric poles, the wooden ones in Krastorio 2 have fuel value, so I can just throw them straight into the boilers. So I think I might want to add some sort of chest over here for burning of those directly. Let us input priority this thing, and let's place that thing over here. Hold on, are they used for anything? No, they are not used for anything, so we can safely burn them and don't feel bad about this. Other than that, we should probably add some sort of power pole over here. Let's use the medium. Huh, you know what? I think that this will actually benefit from having the bolt inserter. You saw nothing. I definitely didn't just crash into it. Everything is fine. Is that in range of a roboport? Yes, it is. Alright, so we don't have to stay here any longer. The bots will deal with everything. We have left some biomass here just in case we needed to restart our production. But the rest that we have from all those killed nests, we can just drop in the military science production thingy. Because we already have a chest for them over here. There we go. Do you hold any biomass? No, you do not. Alright. So, what was I doing? I was building a coal unloading station and... Oh, I have built it, but I haven't renamed it. And I haven't connected this to the train grid. So, first things first. Words. Why are you so difficult today? Or every day, I guess. Bots, deliver me some bulk inserters. The steam engines and boilers I will deal with later. Because, yeah, I think we will have to expand our power soon. How are we looking long term? Yeah, we are barely using our accumulators, so I think we are still fine. But once we start building our smelter blocks, that is when we will definitely start dipping into low power. Well, I might want to also start working on this northern wall before I do anything else. Would be nice to have this area safe from any future biter expansion. Ooh, and maybe this southern part as well. Southwest and west is already protected, so that is fine. And since we have block aligned builds for that, that should be quite a simple thing to do. Did you deliver me everything I wanted? Yes, you did. Okay. So actually, I think the first thing that I will do after this coal line is fully constructed is I will work on my construction train. Because that will definitely speed up all the block construction in the future. Also, don't text and drive. You will end up on a tree. Let's replace that signal with a chain one, so the trains don't get stuck over here. And you should be coal unloading too. Yeah, for the time being, I'm doing everything as I would usually do, and that is basically each line having its own separate trains. I won't be starting with my requester system yet. I might start figuring it out next time, because that will definitely require way more time and way more brain cells that I currently have. Yep. So I will have to connect this to the main grid, but for now I will go and take a short bio break. So if you want, go stretch your legs, go grab something to drink, or just stay here and listen to some music. I will be back in a few minutes. And we're back. Alright, what did we finish on? We were going to connect our janky train tracks. So, I think we might want to use this weird loop and make a connection to somewhere around here. But first let me check if this is anywhere near the grid. Not really. Well, you have to start building the grid at some point, so I think if we fix this, we might be better set off for the future. So, first things first, let's disconnect this copper station, and we will connect it later to the new intersection. I do look how the 2.0 wavy rail lines look, but that really isn't something that you can have in a grid-based base. Although maybe I can figure out some sort of a weird city block design that would incorporate them, instead of going for a good old rectangles. Or squares, rather. Oh god, imagine those wavy city blocks. That would be something. I can just hear people screaming. Ah, beautiful. Right, city blocks. City blocks, vertical straight. Let's force place it here. Yeah, and we will have to replace this stone line. Crescent hexagon. I mean, Shadow, I was thinking about making hexagons today, but the first thing that stopped me from doing that was that I already went for the good old square design, and second, I didn't want to, let's say, infringe on your intellectual property. Although, in this you are correct, hexagons are the best. It's fun, so fun. I am trying to figure out how much irony is in that statement, and I can't seem to get it. Fun, you say? Oops, wrong. There we go. That will be a beautiful connection. Although, since we are gonna be working on the outer lane being the city street, I guess we could connect it to the outer lane as well, I think. Yep, it is in range. Yeah, but either way I am 5.5 irony at least for the track. Huh. Yeah, either way, in this playthrough I am not gonna be going for hexagons because I already have designed my blocks and I don't wanna do the same thing again. I might leave hexagons for something else, like maybe space exploration when that comes out. We'll see. Or maybe I will do second playthrough of Space Age and try to do this a little bit more, let's say, properly and quickly. Who is... Oh, right. I have made you stuck in somewhere. Oh, right, because you want to reach the refueling station. You already ran out of your chests. Might actually work for SpaceX. Yeah, I think it might. I don't remember if I actually tried doing the hexes in SpaceX. I know I was trying to design some, but I don't know if I ever actually built them. I might find some old Factorio installation with some blueprints made, but I think I haven't ever used them. Verticals here. Verticals here. Yeah, and this gen key line we will connect to the rest. I forgot about it. Maybe I'll play it again, continue my playthrough, especially now that I have a good amount of 2.0 blueprints. Yeah, why not? I mean, having prepared blueprints definitely will help. One thing that always kept me from progressing in space exploration was that I constantly stopped to make new blueprints and then remake those blueprints and then make new blueprints for the things that I already have blueprints for. And I never stopped. There's always something that you will either figure out how to do better or unlock some new level of tech that will make it work better. Yeah, time. Exactly. I mean, before Space Age came out, I managed to finish my SpaceX playthrough with the Spaceship Victory. And it took me, I think I managed to fit under 1000 hours, so yeah. Time. Okay, thankfully I have a ton of rails on me, so I don't have to go back for those. Although I do have to go back for some signals, unless I want to let my trains run amok and crash into each other. Although I think the signals at the entryways should stop them from doing so. Yeah, I think they can deal with that. Alright, can we fit the horizontal straight in here? Yes, we can, and that will be used to connect to that little oval roundabout. Really, tree? God damn you. Where is my deconstructor? Thank you. Thank you, bots. Much appreciated. What are we missing? Just the signals. Nothing important then. Everything is going to be fine. Nothing will crash. Nothing will derail. Well, thankfully, Factorio doesn't have any sort of derailment mechanics. Although that might be fun. Well, might have been fun if it existed. How can we connect this here? Yep, this should be good enough. We will have to tear it down at some point anyway. Some signals, which we cannot build yet, but so well. And yeah, once we have those signals built up. What are those signals doing here? Must be leftovers from some old blueprint. Never mind. Let us go and grab some more. Speaking of, it would be good to know how many more we need. Oh, we haven't connected this yet. So I think we might want to do that first. Having to go and grab the signals twice would feel rather silly of me. Oh, so hold on. Yep, I did disconnect this power line from my mine. Thank you, what? Is it working again? Yes, it is. Good. And is that enough space? No, it isn't. Although over here I might actually want to connect. Never mind. I think I will connect from the bottom then. Or, hold on. Let me check the map. Can I fit one more vertical block over here? I can. So let us do that. Yeah, and then I will be able to deconstruct this whole line and replace it with a standard horizontal segment. And this line I will be able to connect here from the bottom. Yeah, that will work all right. Okay. And since my bots are starting to get a bit hungry, let's place the Tesla coil and recharge. At least a little bit. That is the part of Krastorio that I think I like the most, the Tesla coil. Definitely helps with constructing stuff with your own robots. I mean, I understand why the suit power is balanced the way it is, but having to wait to build more stuff just doesn't feel right with me. And in the base game, I think it is quite alright, but in SpaceX especially, it was very annoying. Though that might have been partially my fault for going for 7x7 or 9x9 city blocks. That definitely didn't help. But that is another reason why I want to have a construction train as soon as possible. I will not have to worry about my own suit personal power. Let us deconstruct a little bit more. I think that will give us enough room to move those rails to here. Let's remove those power lines as well, as we will have ones that are aligned to the grid pretty soon. Come on, bots. No. And of course I can't fit the Tesla coil in here. Oh well. Can't have everything, I guess. No. This isn't yet connected. Fine. Never mind. Just destroy my dreams like that. How much power do we have? 59%. Yeah, that should be fine to finish this line. And now the horizontal straight line over here. Oh, and also I didn't replace the blueprint on this intersection yet, so let us do just that. Still, we will have to bring some signals to here to fully make it operational. And just that vertical segment left. I think that should unstuck our train. At least I hope it will get our train unstuck even. If not, we will deal with the train once we have the signals on us, because I think that will be the first thing that I want to do, as it will be very easy to forget about it. And I am forgetful. Nice. Apparently, that also unlocked an achievement. I didn't even know that interrupt tracks counted for this achievement, but apparently they do. I always assumed that it was only for the standard train stop lines. Oh, right. Before we go there, we should probably check how many signals we need to bring. 300 should be fine. Signals. They should be somewhere around here. There they are. And very, very soon I will have to deal with my steel issues, which I have been saying from the start of the stream, I guess. Alright. I think we will start from the bottom. We have replaced this intersection. Have we replaced the two bottom ones? We have not. There we go. That's number one. Oh, this one didn't even have a right turn before. That's awkward. But that is now fixed. Let us place all the signals. Oh, right. Since you want to refuel, I should probably remove the chests. And it went away because it was stuck there for quite a while. I have set them so they wait either till they are full of fuel, or if they have more than 2 stacks and have waited for a while. Okay. Next intersection, please. I really could use that construction train. Yeah, I will finish this stuff and then I will work on my construction train. One thing that will be helpful for the construction train, I was thinking if there was some sort of a way to automatically send requests for all the ghosts in the selected area. In vanilla, I don't think there would be any way to do it. There's only a way to read the logistic requests, not construction requests. But using the ghost counter mods, I can turn this into a combinator, a constant combinator with all the required items. So I guess I will be able to use that to load my construction train. Although, for that I think I will need to have the requester chests first, so that will require some more research. Speaking of, let us check what we need for that. Logistic chests are over here and they need the utility tech card. Do I want to work on the utility tech card before I work on a construction train? I mean, that will probably require me to rebuild my labs. Yeah, because this one doesn't accept utility tech cards. So I will probably have to design a lab block using the advanced labs. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of steps to complete. But given that we are all out of things to research without those cards, I think that is what we will have to do. So, first I think I might want to build a manually controlled construction train. I will supply it using my own logistic requests. Yeah, and then we will upgrade it once we have the technology for it. I mean, having a train with a ton of roboports will definitely speed things up, not to mention having all the construction items in the wagons instead of my tiny inventory. That definitely might be better. Yeah, definitely might be. God damn the brain. What are you doing to me? Oh well. That's not well. Also, since we are here, do I have... No, I do not have locomotives on me, and I do not have any locomotives in my car. We should probably set that coal train up. Otherwise, we have built that thing for nothing. Yeah, I should have left some more spaces around the base so I could traverse it with the car more easily, but oh well. There we go. Give me a loco and one more wagon. 1, 2, and I should have some fuel in here. Yes, I do. Alright. Let us go and place our coal train. Whoops. God damn it. Once again, don't text and drive. You will end up wrapped around the power pole. There is our course. I didn't remove this substation. Okay, never mind. There is our coal station. So, train. 2 wagons. Where is my fuel? There it is. Fuel. And you. You will go here. To empty your cargo, you will go here. To fill your cargo, and you will have a refueling stop over here. Now, let's try this ride and see how it goes. The refueling interrupt is set... Yep, when fuel is below 50, since it started the trip with exactly 50. The route wasn't interrupted, so I think it will go and load on coal, and after that it will go and refuel. Either that, or right after it arrives at the loading station, it will decide that it should be interrupted. Nope, it will load first. So I'm assuming the interrupt will fire right after the train is fully loaded. You know what? Instead of waiting for those inserters, I will help it a little bit. Maybe a bit more. There you go. That should be loaded soon, and we will see if it goes to refill or not. If it doesn't, then I have forgotten something, probably very basic. Alright, first wagon is loaded. I didn't... Ah, there we go. And it goes to refill. Nice. Looks like everything is working just as expected. I probably could have placed bulk inserters here instead of the fast ones, but yeah, it's not a big issue, I guess. I can always replace them later. I have bulk inserters here, so I don't know why I didn't place those here. Alright, but we have fully loaded up on fuel, so we are going to unload our coal. Nice. I think that means we can tick off the improve coal mining task. Also, while we are at task checking, I know we haven't fully automated the rare metals yet, but we have built the advanced miner assembly. So I guess I guess we can also tick this off. Anything else? Not really. So our next tasks will probably be related to building the science block and new science cards, since without them we can't really progress anymore. But before we do that, I think I will do something a little bit more fun. Oh, and not hurt myself while switching position in my chair. And I will build a tank and go and get rid of some of the biter nests, because they are getting rather close to me. And as you can see over here, the pollution is slowly spreading toward them, so it would be nice to give us a little bit more wiggle room. So what do we need for a tank? Steel plates and steel gear wheels. The rest we already have on us. So, am I making steel gear wheels? Steel. I have an assembly here, although I am not storing them in a chest. And there's of course this one that also doesn't store them in a chest. So, I think we'll go for the one by the substations, and we might add some sort of temporary, no, maybe not even temporary, some sort of storage just in case we need them to craft something manually. Substations, there you are. And I will not split this any more than it already is. Instead, I will just place a logistic output here and set it to store steel gear wheels. How much of them do we really need? You know what? Let's leave it at 200. If we need any more later on, then we can increase it later on. For now, this should be fine. Let's grab those. And what we are missing is some steel plates. So just grab them off the belt and we can build a tank. Now our tank is gonna need some equipment as well. I think we could go for the energy shields. Do I still have my temporary processing unit factories? Or factory rather, since it's just one. Oh, and it needs rare metals. That's why I had those rare metals earlier. Alright. Well, in that case, I guess I will have to go and deliver some more chlorine to those mines. Because I think I actually want to have the whatchamacallem Energy Shield Mark II. We could go for just the Mark 1s, but if we have the Mark 2s unlocked, why wouldn't we go for them? They have 3 times as many hit points. Alright, let's put this over here. Make it load chlorine barrels. This here. And 2 chests. Do I have any barrels on me? Of course I do. Who is lost? Why? Copper train is lost. Copper train is lost because I didn't connect the old line, of course. Alright. Let's deal with that first. Or you know what? Let's not. Let's deliver the chlorine first, then while the miners are slowly mining the rare metals out of the ground, then we will have some time to fix our complaining trains. Alright, let's take the 10 chlorine that we already... You know what? Let's wait for it to fill the rest. So why aren't you doing anything else? Because you are full of hydrogen. We are gonna need this as fuel for our tank. So let's grab that. You should start producing some chlorine as well, so we can wait until those barrels are filled as well. And these 20 we will just leave behind to be loaded at a later date. There we go. Let's not hit our steam turbines. Oh, steam engines. I could probably upgrade them to steam turbines, but I think I want to actually rebuild those as a block as well. So let's not bother with upgrading the old design just yet. There we go. Those are mining, so we can go and fix our train line. Because that copper train will not stop complaining. Come on, come on, come on. Would be nice to have some better fuel for higher speed on our car. But sadly, I believe the advanced fuel... Oh, sorry. I think the advanced fuel will require some immersite. And I think immersite processing is a tech that is rather far away for us. There we go. You can stop complaining now. Thank you. That isn't perfect. Fine. I will build you one tile to the south. God damn it. There we go. Janky line connected. I guess I could replace this with proper vertical and horizontal lines, but I don't want to spend any more time on this today. I can fix it at some other time. Who knows? Maybe even I can take some time between the streams to do that, since that won't be anything interesting to watch. I can just deal with that off stream and have it ready for the next time. Alright. Let us go and see if we have some rare metals already. If we do, then we will go to the processing unit factory, place a smelter, maybe even with some productivity modules so we can get more out of the ore. We will make some blue circuits, which we will use to make energy shields Mark II, which we will put in our tank, which we will then use to run over some bugs, I guess. I won't be bothering with making the main cannon ammunition yet. I will just use the machine gun, well, and the tank itself if I want to run over something, because it is pretty good in doing that. Okay, I was gonna find the processing unit factory. It was supposed to be somewhere around here, I think. Where are you? There you are. And since I have 2 productivity modules on me, I guess I can do that and that. You guys need 3 rare metals per single processing unit. So 5 of them here, and we are producing blue circuits for now. We are gonna need 5 per single... Oh, hold on. I don't have LDS anywhere, do I? No, I do not. So I have to make those as well. Do I have the... Yes, I do. So we can cancel that and do that. And make a temporary factory for the LDS. I will have to at some point make a factory for it, but I think since I am gonna be making the advanced tech cards pretty soon, I guess I will have to build one either way, because the card... Yep, the utility tech card uses LDSs, so I will have to build them for it. And I will be able to split them off to get some for my manual crafting purposes. Right, we are waiting for the productivity modules. Did I add a task to make an automated productivity modules? Speed modules. Huh. Apparently I did not, so let us add that as a task. Automate productivity modules, let's say 2. And what do I need to unlock the 3s? Productivity, production tech card. And that is about it. Also, it's called a production tech card, not productivity tech card. Update. To that end, I think we might want to do the production tech card before the utility one, as having the prod mods 3 will definitely be a useful thing. Alright, let's grab some plastic and let's grab some copper. Oh, let's not put it in just yet, because we are waiting for that one final module. I used to have some temporary... Oh, there it is. And it does have some modules, so I think I will go there and grab them, even if I don't need more of them just yet. I think it will be a good thing to have for the future, because definitely I will figure something out that needs them pretty soon, I think. At least that's usually how it goes. Alright. And that might even be helpful with the LD... Crap. With the LDS. Nope. If I didn't crash, I would have made it there sooner than the crafting finished, but yeah. If only I were a better driver in Factorio. There you are. Let's get those prod mods. And let's give you the copper. While that is happening, we already have 14. One more and we will be able to craft 3 energy shields Mark II, which is... I think enough, because they are 2 by 2. And how big is the tank grid? It is... Oh, it is 6 by 11. We might have a little bit more room than I thought. Maybe we want more energy shields. We'll see. What we definitely want more of is plastic. That should be fine. Our power is still working quite alright, so don't have to really worry about that just yet. Alright, you as well are running on fuel and biofuel just as the car. Huh. I would have assumed it would also show me the advanced fuel. Huh. Does it not show it because I haven't researched it yet? I thought it showed all the things even without having to research it. Oh well, whatever. Let's not worry about it since we don't have that yet. Alright, those require 5 energy shields Mark 1 each, so let us start constructing them and gather some ingredients for them. Let's use just 3 right now. I mean, discharge defense... Thanks to Space Age, I've learned that the discharge defense is quite good, especially on Vulcanus. But I think I'm not gonna use it here. I think I will handle myself with good old energy shields and maybe some personal lasers. Okay, I think that should be enough. Alright, we are missing the LDS because they are producing quite slowly. Let us make another assembler for them then. And some copper. Because I definitely don't want to spend the next 15 minutes here waiting for the ingredients to be crafted. Right, since I have more prod mods, I can even do this. And let us take advantage of the even distribution mod and make sure they have the same amount inside. There we go. Maybe I should make a chest for plastic somewhere. Oh, and since I am standing right here, Yeah, I think a single stack should be enough. There we go. They do stack to 200, right? Right. Okay. Craft Energy Shield Mark II. And we need 3 more. Come on. You can do it. Just 1 more. Alright, that's gonna be 3 energy shields. Batteries. We need steel plates, batteries, and copper plates. Batteries we have over here. I mean, we could go and grab them from a chest where we are storing them, but since there are some over here, I will not bother. Ooh, we're gonna need way more than that. Maybe I should make some sort of automated crafting system. Huh. Yeah, I probably will have to, or rather, it would be good if I made one. But for that, I will definitely need the requester chests. So yeah, that is another thing to do in the future. Let us add this as a task. Something like an auto crafter. Blueprint. I mean, I made a simple auto-crafting design in my Space Age playthrough, and I gotta say, they do work quite nicely. Definitely a useful thing to have if you haven't automated absolutely everything around you. Which is also a way to go, but yeah, I can either get stuck on automating the old stuff or I can progress, and in that case 90% of the time I will choose progression. Fine. Let's open this grid and place our shields. Shield capacity 450. Not bad, I guess. We will need roboports. Roboport. Huh. What's the difference between the personal one? Oh, they fixed it. The personal one can't be placed in the tank anymore. You have to use the vehicle one. Although the vehicle one, ooh, look at that. The personal one has 2 recharge slots with 1 megawatt recharging rate. This one has 12 and they are 2.5 megawatts each. This one has robot limit of 20, this one has 100. Construction area 30 by 30, 96 by 96. Yep, that will definitely be useful for our construction train. Yep, let us build the... Alright, it needs the personal roboports. Do I have the iron gear wheels in our logistic network? I do not. I don't think I've switched the chests, the storage chests here to the logistic ones. No, I have not. Although, it is in logistic range, so I guess I could do that. Let us do that. Hold on. How much am I storing here? 800. Yep, that should be fine. Let's set it to 800 as well. Output product is the iron gear wheel. And I also have to manually... Oh, I should have done that first because now it has lost the wire connection. There we go. Oh, and now this one has lost its wire connection apparently. can you please stay connected? Oh, it won't connect until the robots build these chests. And it's gonna take them a while. Come on, bots. You can do it. I believe in you. Sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. Almost there. And knowing my luck, they will stop to recharge before they build it. No. Nice. Okay, why aren't you connected? Huh. Something is really screwed up over here, and I don't know what. Oh, I think it's... I didn't super force build. That is probably it. Yep. That is just it. Kinda my fault. I forgot how the super forced building works. Oh well, we will wait for them to deliver the fast inserter as well. Fortunately, that is much closer than the other thing, so we won't have to wait forever. Thank you. Alright, so now we can order some to be delivered to us. And we need them because they are required for the personal roboport. And I don't want to craft them manually in my inventory here. Okay. So, while that is slowly being delivered, and I mean slowly because I'm not sure how many bots I have. 200. Oh, but I'm only using half of them for this, so I guess it's fine. Alright, while that is happening, what else are we going to need? We're gonna need red circuits, which we have more than 300. That should be more than enough. Steel plates. We definitely want more. Let's make some more room in our inventory and grab them off the belt. Batteries. We have 67 on us, so we definitely want to get a few more. We could have them delivered as well, but since they are here, why bother? And I think that should be it. Other than that, we can work on the big personal batteries as well. Ooh, they are 2x2. I think we want 3 or 6 of them. We will see what else we put in that grid. If we have any spare room to fit more batteries, then that is exactly what we're gonna do. The good question is, should I place the energy absorber? I think this might be a good choice. I can always go to the outskirts of my base to recharge before heading to the next nest. So yeah, let's do just that. Oh, and speaking of, since we have already placed the energy absorber, we will wait for the batteries to be built. And now that we have the batteries, we can place the Tesla coil. And it's gonna charge our tank. I mean, it's having some issues because it has to charge 2 targets. But other than that, it should be doing quite nicely. See, I went out of range and it's quite fine. It just doesn't deal with more than 1 target at the same time. Alright. Although it's no, I was thinking it's possible that it's just an animation issue, but no, the electricity amount stored is also fluctuating, so no. That is not just a visual issue. Alright, let's place the other battery. Can I make another one? I can, so let's do. Yeah, I should probably stop the deliveries. I won't need any more than that. What do I need for my lasers? Electronic components. Laser turrets, I think I have enough on me. Those are 2x2 as well? Yes, they are. So I think I will just go for 3 of them. Oh, right. Because I have cancelled the request, they are turning back. Let's put this in here. And we are waiting for the battery to be crafted, which we will place here. 3 lasers will take these 3 slots, so we will be left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2x2 slots and 6 single slots over here. What can we put in there? I mean, we can put the portable solar panels at the bottom row as an emergency power supply, I guess. Yeah, why the hell not? We will need 6 of them, which means we need 30 glass. And glass should be somewhere around here, since we are making electronic components here. There we go. That is 6. Other than that, we will have to balance either more batteries or more lasers or more energy shields. Although I think we first want to check how they handle in combat to see which one of them I need more of. For now, we will go with what we have. Right. Did I set up logistic chests on the ammo? I did. Cool. That way, I can set up a request, and bots will refill my ammo. And did I set them up on grenades? It looks like I did not. Where are grenades being made? Over here. So, logistic output. Output product. Oh, sorry. I forgot that I first have to replace the chests. Otherwise, it will not work. Output products. Grenade. Amount 200. And we will add a request for 200 grenades. That should be fine for the time being. I will just drive around in my tank for a bit. And throw some grenades at some nests. Yeah, let's take that down since we are charged. Oh, right, never mind. We will have to charge one more battery on this dude. This dude. Get your power, I will move out of the range. It's kinda sad that it doesn't show the power on this toolbar on the right. Tooltip rather. It would have been convenient. Right, come on bots, deliver me my ammo and my nades. Because once we have those, I think we will be ready to roll. And roll we will. I think we will have to deal with these 5 nests, because apparently there's a fresh one building over here. Come on, scroll wheel, you can do it. Other than that, this guy might be worth taking out. And maybe these two, because if we start mining iron ore again, this pollution will get rather close to them. Ooh, we might want to deal with the south as well, since it looks like we are getting close to aggravating some nests over there. Right. Do we have everything? No, our nades are still on the way. But at the very least, we have all our ammo. Oh, right. We will have to also recharge after those lasers get power from the battery. Tesla, go here. Let's disable the request for ammo. Let's disable the request for grenades, since we have as many as we need. Fine, I will let you recharge for a few seconds more, since you are complaining you are not full. But once that is full, we will be going on a simple adventure. At least I hope it's gonna be simple. Alright, 75, 75, everything is done. Let's put the ammo in. And yeah, there we go. Onwards. And hopefully we will not run over any of our buildings along the way. Switch to the machine gun. Maybe we should lift explosives. Yes, I definitely use cliff explosives as a verb. Right. Hey guys, how you doing? Now that is much quicker than the turret creep. I love it. Alright, who's next? Get in line. Hold on. Let me snooze the ad. There we go. Because definitely that wouldn't be a good time to have an ad. And since I will be probably ending stream quite soon... Oh crap, I didn't disable my robots. No. Don't kill my robots. You ugly worms. I have lost one robot. You will pay for that. Well, not you. You have already paid for that. But other worms will definitely pay for that. Alright. That's 2 down. Huh. It doesn't seem to be a good road to that nest, so I think we will have to make our own using the explosives. Rampage. Oh, let's not get stuck on a rock or a cliff. Maybe I should start main cannon ammo production. I didn't want to do that because I thought that we wouldn't be using the tank for that long, but on the other hand, might be fun. I guess we'll see next time. There you go. Let's not park in the acid. Let's launch our bots to repair. Let's clear this area of all the remains. And then we will collect the biomass. I guess we could order our bots to do that as well. Hold on. Yes, I have made a vehicle robobot. That's what I was gonna place there. Never mind. Since I don't have the robots on me to put in the tank anyway, I will not bother. Right. Yep, I think this is the time to go and deal with the southern nests. Die, 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 die. Die faster, please. Alright. Another nest bites the dust. These guys I will actually ignore, and I will go straight for the ones that are posing threat to my to my oil production. These guys are quite far away from anything, and the other ones might prove to be problematic. Well, not only to my oil, but also to my coal mining, because apparently I forgot to place any sort of defenses on my new coal mine, as this bit isn't walled off yet. That is another thing that I will have to deal with during the next stream, probably. Alright, all the worms have been destroyed. Wow, that took a lot of hit points. Right, repair, recharge, and repeat. That's a lot of concentrated worm firepower. We might want to get rid of them quickly. Oh, and I have run out of grenades, apparently. Luckily, I have dealt with one of the big worms, so the rest shouldn't be that much of an issue. Especially if I run him over. Alright, worms are almost done. Oh, holy crap. I shouldn't have crashed into a nest with such a low velocity. But other than that, we are quite alright. The tank is quite tough to kill. Alright, let's thin the herd a little bit. And one more, please. One more. Just one more. Alright. There it is. All clear. But I think this is where I'm gonna call the stream. Next week we will probably start by dealing with the northern parts. Other than that, I think we might start making our smelting blocks finally. Or maybe we will figure out a location for our main bus also finally. Other than that, I will be back this Friday with some more FTL. Other than that, yeah, that's about it. Next Factorio Krastorio 2 will happen next Wednesday at the same time. If you want to know the timings in your local time zones, check out the schedule below in the description of the channel. And yeah, I guess that is about it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.